So today we're going to be taking a look at the Bellroy for the Pixel 9 Pro XL. That's the case we're going to be looking at today. So to kick things off, let's go ahead and look at the box. You got your kind of tent pole features there. You got super slim, eco tan leather, built-in magnet. Yes, you read that correctly. We finally get MagSafe on this case as well. Here's what that back piece looked like. You can pause the video there and take a quick look, but let's go ahead and get inside. Now, my biggest hope for the Bellroy leather for the 9 Pro XL is for it to kind of not go back, but just for the leather itself to have a little bit more texture and kind of grip to it. The 6 Pro version of the Bellroy case, and I did go in and dig and find mine. For some reason, it felt significantly more grippy than any of their cases that came up after the fact. Now, it's obviously not a deal breaker if it's not the grippiest, but that's just a personal preference type thing. So here's some instructions. You can pause and hit that QR code right there. But let's go ahead and get into it. So this is the Bellroy leather, and kind of off the bat, I'm going to tell you up front, it is going to be that more smooth leather feel versus it being the more grippy feel. Let me bring in the 6 Pro version. You can see this is my 6 Pro version. It is pretty dirty. I've had this for a long time. And I thought it was a difference between like when this case wears, it would start to feel more like this. But I do still have my 7 Pro version of this case. And even after a year, and I want to say even my 8 Pro version, and even after a year, it still has that same soft material. Now, could they have moved to this leather in order to stop it from, getting dirty and scratched up like this? It's definitely a possibility, but overall, I do miss the more kind of, it's not a texture, but the leather just feels a little bit more grippy on the 6 Pro version. So just wanted to make a quick call out to that, but let's go ahead and get into the 9 Pro XL version. So this is going to be the back of the case. You see you got your little bit of Bellroy branding there. Nothing on this side. Bottom looks like those cutouts are nice and precise. We'll test those out here in a bit. You got your little microphone cutout right there. And also, there's no cutout for the antenna at the top. I don't think you'd have any issues with reception, but like looking at some of my other cases, I've noticed that they'll leave that little cutout open, or they'll have like a little, cutout or something for it. But let's go into the inside. You see, you got this nice microfiber material. It's not just plastic, so it's going to be good on the back of your phone. You're not going to get any scratches or anything there. And of course, you have the magnetic ring there for all your MagSafe accessories. So you are going to be good to go when it comes to your MagSafe accessories. Shout out to Bellroy for, like I said, finally bringing MagSafe to their lineup of cases. That was definitely something that prevented me, well, I'll say almost prevented me from rocking this one daily, but I just had to. This case is legendary in my opinion. I missed whatever leather material they were using on that a lot. Now, looking at the buttons here, you can see that you get those real nice metal buttons. I'm trying to get those in focus for y'all, but real nice metallic buttons there. Those are gonna be really, really nice to click, but what you're all waiting for, let's get the phone in there, snaps into place nice. It's a nice snug fit, which I expect because Bellroy is actually one of the only case manufacturers who's working with Google hand in hand, more like a collaboration than anything. So they're going to get access to some exact dimensions and things like that when they're building their case that others won't necessarily have access to. So that's always, always good to see from Bellroy. Now let's test out those buttons. That's going to be your power button. Feels great. No issues there. Love it. And then volume rocker. Buttons feel nice and clicky. No issues there. You're obviously not going to have any issues with swipe gestures or anything like that. So let's pop into Spotify. Yeah, no issues with your gestures or anything. So buttons, pinpoint precise. You got your bottom cover there, or not bottom cover, but your bottom cutouts there, nice and precise as well. They even left a little bit of extra space for your microphone. It's really, really dope. You got your speaker there. Here's the top with that cutout for the microphone there. And then here's the back, so you can see what that's gonna look like. It looks really, really clean. And like I said, besides like the kind of really smooth feel when it comes to this. I really love what Bellroy does in terms of their leather cases, man. So if the kind of smooth feel, doesn't necessarily detract you, which like I said, for a lot of people it won't, this is still going to be a great option, especially when you're talking about having leather and MagSafe. I don't know too many other, if any other, leather cases for the new Pixel devices that have MagSafe. So let me, perfect segue, bring in the tried and true MagBack wallet, and let's see what we got here. So there is a nice click to it, but I can definitely say that I've experienced stronger magnets. So I won't say that it's necessarily terrible, because it's not terrible. It's going to get the job done, but it's definitely not as strong as some of the other cases that I've used for the Pixel 9 Pro XL. But again, it is going to get the job done. So let me go ahead and grab my Vixseed car mount, and I'm going to grab a wireless charger so we can go ahead and test that out for the Bellroy Pixel 9 Pro XL case as well. All right, so here we are. Went and got the Vixseed car mount. Let's test that out first. And you can see that that's definitely a little bit better of a lock-in, I'll say for sure. But again, magnets just aren't as strong as some of the other cases, but is it going to get the job done? Absolutely. And you can see me sitting here. This time I'm holding my hand under it because, like I said, they're not as strong, but they're definitely strong enough, like I said, to get the job done. And you can see here, the device is standing there intact. So if you're going to be using this with one of your MagSafe car mounts, you're not going to have any issues there. Last thing I want to check really quick is going to be wireless charging. I just went and grabbed my little Mophie wireless charging pad. If it works on this, it's going to work on the Samsung Duo one that y'all sometimes see in videos too. But strap it on there. You see that animation for charging. And what I'm going to do is just pick this up with the charger so y'all can actually see that charging indicator light. It's not flashing, nothing's wrong. So as I said, you're not going to have any issues with wireless charging whatsoever. I wouldn't anticipate there being any because, again, this case was made hand in hand with Google's collaboration. So obviously they're going to have all of like the dimensions and specifications and all of that stuff for this particular device. So good to go there. But that, for the most part, man, is going to do it for the Bellroy. Like I said, I'm really excited to see that they added MagSafe and listen to that feedback. That was one of the things that I mentioned in last year's Pixel 8 Pro video. So shout out to them for being one of the first, if not the first, leather case manufacturers to drop that. The buttons remain pinpoint precise. You got a nice precise cut and fit. Only real, knock or opportunity or con I can give this particular case is just the smooth feeling. It is really smooth. Yeah, so if that's something that, detracts you from a case because you feel like it might be a bit too slippery, maybe as oils from my hands seep more into the case, that could change something or that could impact something. I don't know. I'll have to update you all because typically when it comes to cases, I rotate them out pretty consistently. So I'm going to leave this one on for the time being. And like I said, if anything changes in the coming months or whatever the case may be, I'll at least drop like an update comment letting y'all know what transpired or whatever. So like I said, again, shout out to Bellroy again, transparency. They did ship this out. It will never impact my perspective or any review that I provide when a company sends out a product. But I do like to give them a thank you for sending anything out for me to share with you all. So as always, I appreciate the love and the support. This is Ike's Tech Talk. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.